is February the 15th, 2016, and we're here with the John Wayne. And the reason we're bringing this premier moment to you is because he is a miracle man. And wait till you hear his story. So, John, if you would tell the folks at home your story. It started on December the 15th, 2015. You and another co-worker were in a van going to...
We was leaving court heading back to Ramey Eastep.
Okay.
We was in Rockcastle County, and for whatever reason traffic was slowing down. We slowed down with it. We got down to about 12 miles an hour when a FedEx truck carrying 2 trailers hit us from behind, moving us up to 57 miles an hour, shoving us underneath of the semi in front of us. It killed the passenger, and they airlifted me to UK Medical Hospital, where they thought my right foot was going to be cut off. Both my femurs were broke, and my left foot was severely shattered.
And what about that wrist?
Yeah, the wrist was cut open. I don't know if it was by steel or glass, but it cut these 3 tendons, my 3 middle fingers, cut those 3 tendons in half. And it was burnt right here inside my hand for some reason.
Wow.
Yeah, it was.
And you have no memory of the accident, which is great.
Yeah, it's real good.
And so, you know, the worst bone you can break are the femurs, and you probably already know that. I'm sure the doctors told you that. They airlifted you to UK Medical Center, and I'm sure a team of people were working on you, the orthopedists. What a lucky young man you are. So they said you would be in the hospital until when?
They said it would be mid-January at the earliest they thought I would be released. And okay. I left there on Christmas Eve.
Beautiful. And you've got a beautiful wife and 2 young children, a boy and a girl, and they're how old again?
My little girl just turned 5, January 27th, and my little boy is 8.
Wow. Well, they've been here, and of course, I'm sure they're the apple of your eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're beautiful. So, you showed me your x-rays. And I saw those, and I'm going, I haven't seen anything like that since I used to work at the medical center back in the early 70s. We normally don't see things like that up here. So when you were there, they put you back together. Did you have to go through therapy at all?
At the hospital?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Did they come see you at the room?
I have no idea.
You don't? Okay, fair enough. Because when I worked there, we used to do inpatients, outpatients, and so we'd go and see people, and they'd be hanging in tractions and on slings and all kinds of things.
Yeah.
It's almost like a war. It was almost like working in a war zone there, John. But how long have you been coming here now?
I have been here for about 6 weeks.
6 weeks, okay. I'm not your treating therapist, but Derek is, and you're telling me today you're ready to get rid of that walker and go to a cane.
Yes.
So it's absolutely, what an incredible story. Now the other thing, besides your x-rays, that was unbelievable, and I hope you have your phone with you today.
No.
You don't?
No, my wife does, though.
Is she going to be coming in later?
Yeah, she's outside.
Okay. We've got to get the camera on that van. Because, folks, when I first saw that van, it didn't look like it was in a compactor where they make the car really square. It looks like it's been through a shredder, and there is no way on this God's green earth you would ever have known what that was. It could have been a boat. It could have been a car. You didn't know that it was a van. And I want you to be able to see that. And how did they think that you, John, were able to survive?
Well, the experts went to the car, they measured it, and they told my attorney that there is no reason why I'm alive. They said the driver had a better chance of living than I did. There was no reason why I was alive, but while they were there, they was also getting my personal belongings. And one of the belongings I had was in a black bag that had been slung from the bag and went under the seat. It was my Bible. And they pulled that out, and they looked at my attorney and said, this has got to be the only reason why he's alive.
Wow. Wow. So your angels were looking over you.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. The Bible tells us we've got 2 angels while we're here on earth that work to protect us. Mm-hmm. And I know that the day I should die, they're going to have me in a headlock and say, we're going to have to get you. But I know they're going to be saying, we took care of you, son.
Oh, yeah.
Live a long, healthy, prosperous life. And when I look at you, the way they put you back together, the surgeons and what they do this day and age is so far advanced from when I got into this field 44 years ago. It's unbelievable. 44 years ago, you probably would have had some amputations if you had lived.
Well, I almost had this right foot amputated.
Right.
The surgeon who did the surgery said that in almost 30 years he had never seen an ankle that bad, and they was going to take it off. But him, another surgeon, and my head surgeon all got together, and they put a steel plate on one side of the foot and put some fake bone in the rest of the ankle, and they rebuilt everything.
It's astounding.
My favorite part is the fact that I was not supposed to weight bear on this leg for 12 weeks, and because of how quickly I healed, I did it in 6.
Well, folks, I was saying to him earlier, when I look at this scar, it kind of reminds me of Arnold Schwarzenegger when he cut his arm open. I don't think there's tendons in there. I think there's wire bands. I think this guy might be part cyborg. You Terminator?
A little bit.
Oh, then we must get back to work. Well, folks, this is our premiere moment for February the 15th, and I wanted you to hear about John Wayne's story. It is absolutely incredible, and he is truly a miracle man. Folks, we've got John's family here. I told you he had a beautiful family, and his wife Brittany was sitting outside, so we invited him in to go ahead and finish this part of the film off. And we have Olivia and Owen. Owen is 8, is that right? And Olivia, you just turned 4? 5! Oh, I was just seeing if you're listening. And you can see that John's got an awful lot to live for, and how thankful we are that he's still here, and his family's, I'm sure, more thankful than we are, and we're thankful for the doctors that put him back together, that he's able to walk almost normally within 2 months. Absolutely incredible story, and we'll be bringing you more later on.